Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Greystone travel. Greystone travel. 3.
Check 50. Check 50.
Ready, go.
On first down, Love. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. These guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
One, Omaha.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game
and
they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I just told you, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Once again, they run with Green on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Go. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day,
they
want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
With Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just
Here
a
we go,
little
here we
bit
go,
too
here we go.
much.
Wait,
They tried to throw on second down,
11,
unsuccessful.
11.
Now
I
it's
got you, I
third
got
and
you.
1.
Slam. Jam him. Jam. Switch it.
13. Set up.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 of the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Keep breaking them balls up.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ready, set.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ready, go!
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Mike 51. Time to go.
21.
Tight end. 4 down. Alert.
11. Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike.
First down. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys are picking it up. They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
11.
Last time, decent field position.
11.
The pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't just bunker in there. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
Here we go.
This position.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
Because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here we go.
That second down play, nets a -4.
65. Smoke! 22 jet bomber.
Mike 51.
To throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Exit. Lock it.
Check the backer.
On the ball.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Come on, boy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open, you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Oh, yeah!
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing
so
far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 82 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one.
That's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Dolphins take over first.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Charlie.
Mike check 33.
Pilot, 64, weak. And go.
They'll run here with Balazs.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check Mike 33. I got one. Mike check 33. 33.
Go.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Kalen Balazs, his running back. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own.
Remember, this is
Here we go.
once in this game, you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone. And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys
Here we go. Like 20.
In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked
11.
defensive front. And that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they're just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
So that last play gives him a little more space
21.
now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. It's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 180.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. Say.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the slant.
Check.
Lock. 6.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it, baby. That's it.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Here we go.
Very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D. Right here, guys.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, tighten down.
Hey, gun.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
Right here.
Black.
51's Mike. Mike's 51.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Pick, baby.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
54. Mike, 54.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
throwing on first down. Love. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense.
Joker. Back. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, check 2061. Matchbox, light.
Lucky. Check.
Ready.
They run it with Delage. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
54. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 54. Stop your whining. Check 31. Six guy. Check.
Check.
You go tight. You got tight.
Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. He's got a man. It's Williams. The Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
80 weapon.
Over there, you're on an island.
Hot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution is lacking on this one, right? They might want to go to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike.
High 7, let's go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom.
Nick
That's
Bosa
how we do
in
it,
there
baby.
to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Here we go.
Practice with hoops where they play someone, try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Rita. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
Here we go.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Gives Zubrita. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80.
Go. Check.
He's coming. He's
Out of the shotgun, Brita. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it?
We got
They'll put
this.
it just inside the 45-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule, but they're looking looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down.
We got three, brothers, we got three.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half.
Okay, break.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
I'm going to run you.
Down the line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, oh.
2nd and 10. Looking deep for Jennings. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Love. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's how we do it.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They
21,
have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here
21.
as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
It's more where I came from.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage to 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Hey, alert, man.
Again, coming right is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He
21.
a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Switch.
61, matchbox lights.
Slam.
Hey, alert, man.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Here we go.
Come to my world.
1, Omaha.
come to Mo.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Check out, bro.
He'll try to right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line.
Check 24.
We have not
Check.
seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oh, yeah!
Black.
Off. Pick the edge. Come.
11.
So what?
They stay on the
So
ground.
what?
Again, it's Breida. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go.
So
Here we go.
3rd down,
20.
they need to get to the 28 for a first.
21. Here we go. 13.
80 weapon.
13.
25. Check 25.
Working from the gun.
Watch the twin.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Get him, boys.
They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And
Come
a
on,
49er
baby.
signal
Let's
for a
go.
timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
Plays to your script coming out of the second.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
55. 57. Rock 57.
Know your job.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Ready, go.
Throwing it on 3rd and long. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Get ready.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the last time. They didn't really want to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. It's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here we go.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This is taken at about the 14.
There we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball. When you got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Another try after the first down sack.
You don't want
Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, alert! I got you.
Motion, check. Shift. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
White.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 10.
Shotgun snap.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's get off the field,
He's got
G.
a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown. As he popped out and scored, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man. But there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Now here in Santa Clara, it's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Hey, let's calm down.
11.
Here's Breida.
Check.
That's the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 43 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's a short kick here, fielding at the 24. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe they'll play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence, and let him bring another one.
Again, it's Raj. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Boy, I know you felt that one.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Love. And Jennings has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it up.
Here we go.
The
Black
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Strip that ball. Check 26.
2.
Nickel.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Check.
This is Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go.
Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby.
21.
See what you got.
The Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go. Third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, let's
the
go,
Dolphins
let's go.
at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go around.
Let's get
So they're hoping to do that again.
Let's get off the field.
Plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun. Love. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Good work, boy.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Got it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
General, West, Sam, on. Buzz, Jet, set, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here
Let's go,
on 4th down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. That's caught by Jennings. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go.
A gain on the play.
Ha ha. Lady.
51.
368.
Hey, alert 3.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, if you picked up the 1st down, I think it's a big deal because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right, if it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Let's go. Let's go.
So
Let's
the
go.
victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Niners, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
All right. Get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Okay, ready? Ready, go! On the set, hut! Set, hut! 70 Indy. Hut! Ready! Ready, go! Ready, 90, Wolf! Hut! Ready up! Go! Here we go, set, hut! Come on, set, go! Here we go, set, go! Ready!
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes, we're not gonna win. So let's get out there and let's have a good practice, huh?
Ready! 8, read! Let's go! 50, plant! Hut, go! Set, 60 Pittsburgh! Ready! Set, ready! 18 Gator! H3, 218, chopper! Ready, go! Ready, break! Hot! Down! 15 Lonnie. Hut!
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
Ready, go! Let's go now! 30 big. Hut! Set, hut! 10 Lobo. Smoke, hut, go! Ready! Set, hut! Ready! 60 orange. Set, go!
Men, you're going to like what you see in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff